So as you already know that lots of conflicts can happen at the intersections. So there are some various ways to control them, and the ways are such that we divide them into certain levels. There are three levels. The first level is said to be the area or the level in which you have no control over it. So when you are having no control over any traffic or any segment of a highway, then what you use is signs and marking to control or warn or give the information to the drivers. Now the second level is like when you are having the semi-control. Now if you are having a semi-control, then you can provide some channelization, rotaries, etc. Alright, and for the third level in which you have the full control, that is, you also call it the active control, we use like traffic signals, grade separated intersections. Alright, so we are going to provide traffic signals, grade separated intersections. Grade separated intersections mean like you are giving the underpass or the overpasses, so you are providing different grades to pass the vehicles of the active area. Alright, so you can also understand it like this, where there is no control required, you will just provide the signs and markings. If you think that semi-control is required over that segment of a traffic, then you will provide channelization, routes, etc. to avoid the conflicts. Remember, the point over here is to remove the conflicts and the possibilities of accidents happening. And if you need active control, if you think that there's a region where you need to control the conflicts more and most, then you call it under the category of level 3 and call it active control. Over here we use traffic signals to stop the vehicles from different ways and allow some certain ways only. And grade separated intersection, for example, if there is a highway, continuous highway going on from here to here at a huge amount of speed obviously, and you need to provide some crossing, you just can't connect it like this. If you provide some overpass like a flyover over this, then without any conflict the vehicles going through this way can pass easily. So such thing is known as grade separated intersections. It can be overpass also like highways, or it can be underpass also like going underground. So these are the three types of levels. And now let's understand what kind of signs do we have. The types of traffic signs over here can be seen like they are divided into some parts. So first type of the traffic signal will be like regulatory sign. Alright, like this. Under the regulatory sign I have the right of way sign. Right of way sign, one of the sign is the give way sign, and it is very common, the stop sign. Alright, so these are sign used. For example, if there is a highway and you're connecting with some minor road over here, then you need to give priority to the vehicles passing on this major highway. So you will provide this like give ways signboard over here for the minor road and the vehicles passing through this point, and even this stop sign can be given over here, this one, so that you can stop and know that there's an intersection coming up. So the other is the speed limit sign. The speed limit sign is like a circular ring, and the border is of red in color, and inside it is written with a black color like it is 50, So this means the speed limit is like 50 kilometers per hour. This is how you define a speed, or warn or tell, inform the person, not warn exactly. It's like giving a regulatory sign or regulatory value to a particular highway and the drivers on it, that you can't exceed this limit of speed and that this highway is designed according to this speed. And the prohibitory sign are like, if I want to say that any roadway is not having any entry, right? So what you will do is, circular section over here you will provide like this, and I mean this is a this, and this diagonal line is representing that it is cutting this arrow sign, so I call it no entry. No entry sign is like this. And if I want to represent the one way, it is like this, and here it is given, and again it is given over here, and you cut it like this, you don't cut the another part. So this is known as the one way. Alright, so these are some signs that are used for the highway and all. Now if I want to say for no parking, you already know the no parking one is like a circle with a simple diagonal cutting sign. This is for no parking. And if I say for no stopping one, then it is like cross. This is for no stop. One thing to remember in this is that this background over here will be blue in color, so it will say blue background. Alright, so this is it till now. Now let's understand what are the warning signs. Warning sign, you can understand it like, for example, let's take an example. It is just for your, not as a law, it should be not taken as a law or anything, it is just to warn you out. For example, in front there is a hard turn, a very hard turn is going to come, a turn, U-turn type or hard turn. So you will say that it's a very sharp turn over here, you say like this. If a U-turn is coming in front, you can say it like U-turn is coming. Alright, so these things, these signs will inform the driver that you should take care, slow down and all. And speed breakers warning sign are also there. Instead of coming, there will be some speed breakers like this. So these things are this is to reduce the speed and all. So such signs can be used, and these are not as a regulatory, as a law that you need to follow, otherwise you will be under a penalty. It is just for safety of yours and what as the warning signs. Now comes the informative signs. Under the informative signs, it's just to give you the information. Alright, for example, I'm getting, there's a board on the highway which is saying that this is NH2. This is an informative sign, you can say. And like you can have a plate saying that, and say Delhi from here is like 300 kilometers away. So you can say that this is giving information, it is actually giving information. So these types of sign that provides information known as informative signs. So on an overall area, you can understand that if the thing is regulatory, if any sign is regulatory, that is should be governed, otherwise you will be penalized for it. All the regulatory signs are generally circular. Alright, and if I talk about the warning signs, the warning signs are in particular are taken under the rectangular signs. So it's like it's under triangular. You already know this. It's like this. I just told you like this. It's a U-turn you have to take, it will be like this. Sharp turn will be like this and all. And the last one was informative. Informative signboards are of the shape of rectangle. Rectangular. It will be like some rectangle, and information will be given over here. So this is how the shape matters for any sign. For example, this is one road coming like this. Alright, and from here there is a turn, and it is being connected to another highway like this. Alright, now there's a possibility that highway is going like this. Alright, and this people from here will take turn over here. So there's a point of conflict over here. Now they can also try to go over here. So there's a conflict over here. So there they need to provide some way so the conflicts can be avoided. So what they do is they provide some area. For example, this is the region. So they will provide some construction over here of this shape. What this will do is that now this section is raised over here. Alright, vehicle from here coming will not go like this. It will not go like this. What they will do is they will come straight and will pass. They will come straight over like this, and they will pass like this. On this, they will remain on the same lane. Now, if any vehicle has to come from here, it will just take us turn from here, and then afterward it will join the highway. There won't be any conflict over here. So to avoid these conflicts, such things are drawn, and so that you don't cross the lanes, obviously you will provide some dividers. So these things, this process actually is completely that the raised area to guide the vehicles so that the conflict area is reduced. This is known as channelization. Okay.